Catalan side took to the grand final stage, and remarkably only 4 of them actually started. We are set for action here then. Cracking game. The Dragons looking for just a 4th Super League win in Wigan. They would go top with victory, and a big win for Wigan would see them back at the Super League summit. Round 10 is underway, and it's Wigan who get first use of the ball, and they will bring it forward. And there's a 3-player tackle. Garcia involved there with Busquets to make the tackle. Wigan will look to start well here. Important the forwards lay a platform.
Yes, Mark, we've had an excellent build-up with many discussion points, but the one thing that we all agree on is the forwards from both sides will be stinging in terms of what the coach said to them in that review, but stinging in their own personal pride in what they threw up last week. Both probably missing 15-20% of what they're capable of, and I expect both of them in these first 10 or 15 minutes trying to lay that marker down.
Well, an early kick there from the Warriors, and Morg returns it. He's then pushed back to the 30. A warm welcome to the commentary box to Sam Tompkins. What do you make of that first set?
Yeah, I think it was very Wigan-like. You know, they got to the end of the set. They're a team that likes to compete and complete really, really high. Not the best kick from Harry Smith, but it's probably a decent set to start the game off.
Here come the Dragons then, bringing the ball up to halfway and hoping for a better result in the Borough of Wigan than they got last week, just down the road at Lee, as Abdul will arrow the kick.
2 early kicks, Mark. 3rd tackle there from Catalan Dragons. I'm really interested to see how both teams approach defence. It's key for me, especially with Wigan, that they defend really well and they show discipline with and without the ball.
Wigan then will bring it forward. Is that something they'll have spoken about, kicking early on?
Yeah, definitely. I think both these sides pride themselves on the defence. So the fact that both teams kicked early isn't a surprise, and certainly not for Jordan Abdul. You know, that's the reason that Catalan Dragons signed Jordan. He's got the best kicking game in Super League.
Well, here come Wigan then. They're inside the 40-metre area of the Dragons. So first attacking look then for the Warriors, who'll move it to French. Drops it back to Nsemba. He's wrapped up. Last tackling coming then. Not the quickest play of the ball. Smith will get his hands on it. He takes a couple of strides forwards, hoists it high. Pressure at the back for Yaha. Catches it now. Can he get back into the field of play?
And that's a brilliant chase, isn't it, Mark? Liam Farrell will be disappointed with his output last week. Not his effort, but the way that he went about his business. It's built on choice areas. People talk about effort areas in our game. Well, there's choice areas as well, and Liam Farrell chooses to work and chooses to do some of that ugly stuff for the people around him.
Here's Johnston. Works his way forward. Oh, it's Da Costa. Big night for him. 100th Super League appearance for Da Costa. And the Dragons have it on their own 40. They will need a good kick here. Abdul is the man. Goes high. Field waits at the back. Calls for the ball and collects it now. He will look to return it. And all in all, not a bad set that from the Dragons, given they started on their own line.
No, they'll be happy to turn the ball over, you know, 12 metres out from the Wigan line. I was surprised Jay Field carried that ball with someone like Abbas Miski right next to him. But yeah, I think they'll be comfortable with that.
The arm wrestle has started early here. Both sides could be top of the table tonight. Farrell brings it now up towards the halfway. Remarkably, got his first try of the season last week. His next one will be his 150th of his career. Will that come this evening? Here now is Bevan French. Bodies in motion. The pass though goes on the ground. Timing not quite right there. And good defence from the Dragons, and Wigan a little bit disorganised here on the last one. There's a bit of a knock to Miski.
Oh, he's giving him a bit as well, John, on Abdul. The ball bounces on the floor. Some nice interplay close to the ruck, and when that final pass is thrown, it's up to the winger to secure possession. Somewhere he's copped something.
Well, the crowd on the far side reacted. Jordan Abdul's not overly happy. There's Miski. The coach is looking on. Matt Pete. Look at this. The first try could be important tonight, because when Wigan have scored it this season 6 times, they've gone on to win every game. The Dragons have done it 5 times. They too have gone on to win every game. Miski is up. Let's have a look. Can we see anything in this? Oh, there was contact.
Romano,
from
isn't
Romano.
it? He's had an excellent 2024. But let's get that in context. He's squatting down. He's already low to the ground.
I don't think there's any malice in that.
No.
Archer Romano's certainly not a dirty player. I think it's, Abbas Miski being so low, it's a bit of accidental contact there.
Well, here's a kick from Wigan. Now a midfield bomb. Who's going to claim this one? The Dragons, you feel, will let this roll. It's batted across to Marshall. Marshall won't get there, and the Dragons will pick it up. So the first break in the game, or does it? Or does it go the Dragons' way? It does not. And look at the reaction from those Wigan defenders.
They'll be so happy with that outcome. A horrendous kick from Harry Smith, and they've managed to save it with some intent in the defence. Catalan need to regain this ball and get straight on the floor. But yeah, it's a let-off for Wigan there, certainly.
It's absolutely a let-off. One of the things that let them down last week was the way that they finished the sets. The last tackle options, and the kick only probably goes about 15 metres forward. And then it's a bouncing ball and a lottery. Luckily for the Wigan side, they come out with the ball.
So the Dragons have got some defending to do here then. They thought they were going to be on the attack, but they're not. Good determined carry there. Great work there from Byrne, who's been kicking his heels on the sidelines for the last month or so. Here now is Ellis, who's got a little bit of history with the Dragons. He was sent off in the south of France as a Wigan player. Here now is Smith, gets it away to French. French has got runners behind him. One of those is Kieran, the former Dragon. And now we've got a penalty.
I think it's Jordan Abdul, Mark, who hits the deck as Wigan are sending players through, putting the ball behind, an attempt to fox and fool defenders. Is it Nasemba there?
Yeah, Nsemba's just got to get through the line. It's the onus is on the attacking player there. Jordan Abdul's been obstructed, and Nsemba will not be happy with that. He's got to get right through the line and not obstruct any defender.
That is a very, very good kick, a greedy kick from Jordan Abdul, but every metre crucial.
Yeah, and that's exactly like I said before. That's why Jordan Abdul is at the Catalan Dragons for his kicking game. He's the best in the league when he's on, and today it looks like he's kicking well.
He's at the moment still awaiting the first points. Who will get that all-important first try tonight? The Dragons with Da Costa away, 30 metres away. Here they go now across to this near side. Morgan to the line, miss out pass finds Yahar. He's wrapped up and they're trying to get underneath him again. I think he has just stayed in the field of play. I think Marshall on the ground actually kept him in the field of play. Too many Wigan defenders. Here's Busquets now, will take it forward. 12 out, the Dragons. Da Costa comes down the short side. McMeekin with a big fend, bumps off one. Farrell can't stop him offloading the ball. They're 5 away. Garcia wrapped up. Last tackle incoming. Da Costa will get it away to Abdul. Abdul lines up the kick across field, and great collect. Absolutely superb catch over on that far side from Kieran.
Yeah, outstanding bit of skill there from Kieran. Kieran will know exactly what Catalan are doing. He was at the club last year. He knows the threat that Tom Johnson is in the air on that left edge for them. So yeah, I think they'll have done plenty of work on that this week.
And contrast the difference between the back end of sets. Jordan Abdul in full control, delicately puts that kick exactly where he wants it. And we'll see, won't we? Tom Johnston is going to get a few goals at that kick and catch, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's a planned move, isn't it? Couldn't quite get it on that occasion. Wigan will work their way forward.
What about the attitude in defence from Wigan, though? We've seen it a couple of times, trying to push players over the sideline, but what about the effort from Marker and their ability to look for work as well?
Well, that is not,
that's another missed kick.
A bad kick. He's not quite got his kicking boots on tonight, though, has he?
I think he's got his boots on the wrong feet tonight, as Harry Smith. Got away with that. I thought it was going to go out on the full there, actually.
Here's one for you, Sam. So he's playing against one of the better kickers in the league, in Jordan Abdul. Is that something that's in his brain? He's thinking, I've got to bring my best game, my best kicking game, and he's trying too hard.
Yeah, maybe it is that, and Wigan weren't expecting Jordan Abdul to be in the squad this week. You know, he's come back from injury a little bit early, so he wouldn't have previewed the kicking game of Abdul, and so far it's certainly a win for Abdul over Harry Smith.
Yeah, but it is still 0-0, 9 gone. Dragons looking to work their way forward. I think what the Dragons will be happy with is that they have forced Smith to kick from deep in his own half a couple of times. Nice little sidestep there. And the Dragons with Garcia over the 40-metre line. Da Costa waits centre field, gets the ball away to Abdul. Abdul ball back on the inside. What a shot that is! Luke Thompson did not miss.
He knew that were coming, Luke Thompson. His eyes lit up when Jordan Abdul faked inside, left shoulder, inside pass.
Move together, Wigan.
Great stuff. Talked about intent in defence. Now that's intent.
Here's Abdul now, stands up the kick. Field will wait on the line. Just a little bit too deep, the kick on that occasion.
And not high enough. You know, Jordan would be expected to kick that ball high enough that the Catalan left edge can compete for the ball. So, yeah, he won't be happy with that one. Still not a bad place to start, though, for Catalans. But that certainly doesn't help.
There's a rip here, isn't there? And again, what have we got there? Almost 10 minutes. The intensity in defence from both sides on that occasion. Catalan Dragons just guilty of overplay. Romain Navarrete it with his arm all around the ball. But first up contact, it's one of the things that Jamie Jones-Buchanan and John Wilkin discussed before the game. First up contact, control, and then making sure you're dictating the pace of the play of the ball.
Gets Wigan up short of halfway. Nasemba will lead the charge. Player of the match in the recent home win over Castleford. Ball's come out here though, and the referee said that is a knock-on, so more aggressive Dragons defence. You have to say, so far the Dragons defence is more than standing up to Wigan.
You can see the intent in the carry there. He's got his bumpers up, and Ben Garcia probably cops one for his team, doesn't mind, but his arms are in or around the play of the ball and just jolts it loose. And that'll leave a mark on the pride of big Liam Byrne there, who returns.
He's a big body, Liam Byrne. You know, when he goes into contact, you've got to be prepared to cop one like Ben Garcia did there. But Ben Garcia, he's one of the players that will put his body on the line, and he had to do there.
Some huge collisions early on here. Grand final rematch, and the grand final was a tight affair at Old Trafford, and so far here it's proving to be equally tight. Here now is Moore, gets it away, short pass, almost through the line there. There's Laguerre, he's wrapped up over halfway. Wigan trying to get off the line quickly to get to McMeekan. He's tackled, Da Costa waits. Garcia gets it away to Abdul, short pass. Nasemba and O'Neill making the tackle with Bevan French. They're only 25 away here. Busquets gets the ball, it wasn't the greatest pass. No time there for Nicarima. Wigan were on him as soon as he got it. They'll come short side here. Laguerre has it. 5 cherry and whites in front of him, and they make the tackle. And this is the last one incoming. McMeekan will go in at dummy half. He will go down the short side here. Mike McMeekan gets it away. Yaha's got nowhere to go. There wasn't enough space there.
There wasn't. I think McMeekan could have gone on his own there. There'd have been better chance of him bumping somebody off. He's a mountain of a man. Maybe a dummy to Yaha Herrera would have been proved him one-on-one against Harry Smith would have been a better option there.
He would have been thrilled to bits with the first one. Totally bamboozled Jake Wardle, who's chasing open side, expecting the kick.
Nice offload. Was there a trip there? I think there was. Referee says that Busquets put a boot out.
When the offload goes in, it's a late offload, isn't it?
Well, in the old days, Baz, you'd have been walking for that.
Yeah. The more you look at it, he's outstretched the leg, hasn't it? It's a reactionary thing.
I think they are looking at this. They have had a look at it.
James Vella, the video ref, is just giving some communication to the referee Jack Smith. Maybe just a talking to on the run.
Would you have been politely inquiring there, Sam?
Very politely, yes. I would have been asking the question why he wasn't going off for 10, but it was clearly a reaction. I think that, luckily, Julian Busquets got his arm out as well at the same time.
Yeah. Here come Wigan then. The Warriors looking to work their way downfield. They've not been over the halfway line too many times in this opening period. What can they do here? O'Neill will get the ball away.
Nice footwork. Kurt Ellis then, nice right foot step.
And a quick play of the ball as well. Here now is Smith. He was looking on his shoulder for Field, but Field had gone the other way. Tackle is made inside the Dragons 40. Here now is Ellis again, finds French, gets it away to Kieran. Kieran is wrapped up initially, then Abdul's all over him. And the tackle made, the fifth. 20 metres away. French gets his hands on it now. Drops it back. Are they sure this? They don't know this is the last tackle. Miscommunication from Wigan.
They completely lost track of the tackle count then, didn't they? Matty Pete, a shake of the head. How Luke Thompson ends up with it, last tackle.
The full set for Wigan was unorganised then. It looked like they were predictable in attack. Looks like Harry Smith and Jay Field weren't really on the same page, and they had the same issue on the last play.
Cast your mind back, Harry Smith got tackled, didn't he? Got a bit of attention from Benjamin Garcia. His feathers were ruffled. That's his job. Get to the back end of the set. You take control of how you hand the set over.
Here goes McMeekin over halfway. And the Dragons will be pretty happy with this opening 14 minutes. They'll want some points to show for it, though. Here now goes Busquets. Tackled, centre field. Costa waits. Swings the ball to Abdul, who is going to put the kick up again. This time Johnston's trying to get to it, but Miski well up there, did well to collect it, and the Warriors have it back.
Yeah, some good escort from Wigan there. They managed to put a bit of a block in for Tom Johnson, so he didn't get a free run at the ball.
Alrix de Costa, I think he caught one there. As he goes up, he steps into him, doesn't it? The centre.
Wigan are looking to spread the ball here. Can they get it to an edge? No, they can't. Good defence. Nikarima quickly up.
Nikarima's not the man to try and run around. He's probably the only bloke on the field that would compete with Jay Field on a running track.
There's Wardle, player of the match in the grand final. Last one for Smith, kicks downfield. More, nice touch. Then he swings the ball away.
That's
Tom Johnston has it.
Lovely stuff from Artimore. The amount of times he's in the vicinity, there's a penalty there given away from Wigan. But the amount of times the young fullback Artimore, 24-year-old, he's around about the right place. His positional sense is outstanding, Sam.
The only thing there is he should have been catching that on the full. You know, he'd got his footwork, he'd read the kick well enough, he needed to catch it on the full. The difference with trapping it with your foot and catching it on the full might be 5 or 10 metres, which can be vital getting down the other end of the field.
Kick downfield, again is a good one. And they'll start 30 away. The Dragons. Another go at that one. Romano didn't take it quite from the right spot. Now he does. And we're back in play. This is a real tussle. 2 points separating the top 6 of the Super League at the moment. Another action-packed season. And the Dragons looking to draw first blood. Here's Garcia. Short pass, but no, they're offside. They're offside, and Sam straight away has raised 2 fingers. Take the 2.
Yeah, I imagine they'll be taking the 2 here. It's been a real battle for the first 17 minutes of this game. You know, with the scoreboard up 0-0, I imagine Catalan would like to take 2, go back and reset.
You can hear the Wigan fans, they're booing. They think that ball was forward too. Irrelevant. The whistle was blown because Wigan were not back the required distance.
I think they've got a problem with the radio kit there. Steve doesn't look very pleased, does he? Either that or they're ordering the food for after, I'm not sure.
Probably the latter.
Can we get our orders down?
I'll send a message.
It's going to be to Morg to look to add the extras here. The 2 points to break the deadlock. Should be a formality. Here he is then, right-footed, and he will slot it straight through the middle. I think it's fair to say that Catalans have been in the ascendancy here and probably deserve to be in front.
We're just about to come up to the end of the first quarter. They've been more organised, they've been more aggressive on defence, and Wigan, I always go back to the half-backs and the control. Wigan as a club have always employed elite-level playmakers, people who can take control of a game, and Harry Smith is still developing that skill. And Bevan French is a runner, an outstanding runner and try-scorer. And that combination is just building, and I'd say the better half-back combination has been with the Catalan Dragons.
Every game live on Sky, and some NRL action as well. The Cowboys take on the Dolphins, 10:35 on Saturday, Sky Sports Arena. Car St Helens could be a cracker as well on Saturday. All that to come. Every game live and only live on Sky Sports from the Super League. What a season it's promising to be. The Dragons with the advantage here as Abdul kicks really early. He's looking for the 40-20. He won't get it. Decent kick though. What's the chase like? They'll meet Wigan on the 30 and push them back.
That's the second time we've seen Jordan Abdul aim for a 40-20. You know, it's something he's known for, and they've obviously seen a bit of a weakness in the backfield position of the Wigan side.
But it's that game management as well. They've just notched over the first 2 points of the game, gets onto third tackle and thinks, let's buy some land, let's get out of here. Tyler Dupree on for the home side.
Centre field, O'Neill gets it away. Semba gets his head through the tackle, wrapped up on halfway. Here come the Warriors now, working the middle of the field, and the ball pops out. Another error from Wigan. Here now is Laguerre. Laguerre will take it forward, and once again the Dragons' defence causing problems.
That's a terrific tackle. Tariq Sims right underneath the ball and dislodges it from Brad O'Neill. They're lucky, aren't they, Wigan? They've got a really quality hooker in Cruz Leeman. Last week, even in defeat, I thought he came on and tried to change the game for the Wigan Warriors. They've got a real tough nut in Brad O'Neill, who just does the percentage plays really well, and then when the game opens up, they've got the luxury of bringing Cruz Leeman on.
Here's McMeekin. He's wrapped up now. Segier's just come on for the Dragons. Smith is holding on to the ball here, and that's going to be a set restart. So another set for the Dragons. Here goes Garcia, little gap. Thought he was going to try and risk the pass, but on the first tackle he thought better of it. Uses his experience. Da Costa. Seguier takes it in, pumping the legs. Tackled 2 away from the line. The Dragons knocking on the door here. Abdul, short pass, trying to barrel their way forward over on that far side. Sims is wrapped up a metre away. They're going short again. Wigan are ready for that, and they'll force the Dragons back a metre into the field of play. Da Costa, short pass, lovely turn, and it's Busquets who dives over. The sleight of hand there from Alrix Da Costa on his 100th Super League appearance. Lovely pass, and Busquets strolls it.
Catalan Dragons just kept knocking on that door, didn't they? Kept it simple. Big men running at holes, running at half gaps, running at smaller men. And Busquets, beautiful pirouette from the big man. Gets over for a well-deserved try. You can see, is it Kane Evans, or Kane Ellis, should I say? He's just thinking about the long pass, thinking about what's happening out wide. And a wonderful short pass.
I think the Wigan side there were a little bit too worried about the attack out the back. You know, and Semba's trying to get off the line to try and put some pressure on Jordan Abdul, and you can't leave somebody as big as Julian Busquets on your inside shoulder on an overs line. You know, that's his bread and butter. Over the last 5-6 years, Michael McLaurin and Julian Busquets have made a habit of that exact play there, and Alrix Da Costa's come on and performed it outstanding. Yeah,
it was a lovely pass, wasn't it? The sleight of hand from the pass for Da Costa. Big night for him. Super League appearance 100. And here is Artur Morg now, looking to make it an 8-point lead. Same routine. As it comes forward. And the same outcome as well. 8 points to 0, and the Dragons good value for this lead.
Yeah, I think they fully deserve the 8 points. I think Catalan have come into this with a clear plan. They want to go through the front door of this Wigan side. You know, they must have seen some frailties last week in the game against Hull KR. Even in this set alone, Paul Seguier comes on the field. He takes 2 carries around the ruck, and it's later on in the set, again, the same play around A, B and C defender that they feel this Wigan side are a little bit weak, and they got the rewards from that.
Look at that. Wigan, on the 2 occasions they have conceded the first try this season, they have lost both games. Is that an omen for the Warriors? They'll be hoping not. The Dragons, we saw that stat earlier, when they score first they generally win.
Stay responsive, Wigan.
An intriguing battle in prospect here. As Da Costa gets it away, Busquets carries it forward. 265th Dragons appearance tonight for Busquets. As a tackle is made, Costa will play it. You know, it's Seguier again. O'Neill will wrap him up. And
it's basic, isn't it? It's basic, it's fundamental, simple. Just make them big men do some defensive efforts, take some petrol out the tank.
High ball caught on the full, and here will come Miski, and he's met by a wall of Dragons, and they hammer him into the turf. There's just no room at the moment for Wigan.
No, there's not. I think Catalans are doing very well in pressuring the Wigan side when they've got the ball. We've seen further down the field, Wigan have looked a little bit clunky, a little bit unorganised, and that might be down to the pressure that the Dragons are putting on them at the moment.
Farrell with a good carry, 10 short of halfway. Here now is French. He's looking at the 40-20. He's got a great connection on it. Morg is scampering across to the far side. It got a lovely bounce, but he's got it a touch.
He had to make a play for it. It was an exceptional kick. Distance and weight were perfect, and the fullback had to have a go, but just couldn't keep on the field of play. There you go. Excellent work from the touch judge. Now then, good field position for Wigan. Let's see what you've got, Warriors.
Easy for us to say, Sam. Should have been looking maybe to back that back in and try and catch it on the way back. Yeah,
it's a tough one. It's a tough one. It's a game of inches there, but yeah, he probably should be looking to tap the ball in, pick it up, regather it, and try and get a set out of there.
Look, here come Wigan then. Farrell takes the first carry. This is the first time they've been down this end for an awful long time for Wigan. What can they do here? Thompson will lay a platform right in front of the post here. Options either way, but it's an incorrect play of the ball. Well, Matty Peake's not sat too far away from us. He will be furious with that.
Well, Luke Thompson will be disappointed with himself too. Knows how important a quick play the ball is, but you can see from the reaction of the players around him. Can't afford to do that in a high-pressure game. First or second time they've had a look at the line.
The first time they've had any good field position to start a set, so they'll be really disappointed they've not even got to throw a shot at the Catalan Dragons there.
Yeah, Matty Peake looked at the screen, didn't he, and shook his head. He was disgusted with that bit of play. But he'll be happy with that bit of defence from his side. He needs something, and it might be a defensive effort that gets the Cherry and Whites involved here, because at the moment it's the Dragons who are on top. All carried forward there. Chris Sartai. Da Costa gets it away. Yaha will carry. He's wrapped up. Gets a quick play of the ball. Da Costa. Sartai will go again.
Second carry in the 6. He knows what he's got to do. Lift and change the tempo of the game.
Kick downfield. This time Jay Field is ready to catch it. Does well. Collects it on the full. 20 off his own line. Will bring it back. The chase is a decent one. But Wigan once again getting the ball back inside their own half.
Yeah, I think if Catalan are going to go on and win this game, they can't be giving as many penalties away as they are doing. They're giving Wigan and piggybacks into their own half here, which they won't be happy with.
I think it's 3-3 the penalty count, so both sides, talks about discipline with and without the ball, both sides, 3 penalties in what, just short of 30 minutes. It's not good enough for either coach.
Samba takes the ball forward. Can Wigan push some points here? They want a quick play of the ball. Ball carried forward. Dupree wrapped up 30 metres away. Here now is Leeming. Leeming gets it away to Kieran. Kieran with a step but can't bump off the second defender. Abdul was in there. They're 15 away though here now. The Wigan Warriors. French gets it away. They go short to Thompson. Through the gap. Luke Thompson going for the line and he'll slide over. Referee might want to check this, but Luke Thompson busts the line. And the Warriors on the board. Referee thinks so, but he wants to check it.
It's tackle 3, live decision of a try. We're just reviewing the grounding here. Yep. We're just waiting, Jack. Okay, mate. We're just waiting for the right camera angles to be displayed on screen.
Yeah, it's fine, mate.
Thank you. Tackle 3, live decision of a try. We're doing the grounding. Camera 2, perhaps. Yeah, this is a good angle to start with, mate. So Thompson's in possession at this point. He's still in possession. Keep rolling it through, and the ball is grounded. I've made my decision.
One look was all it needed, and Luke Thompson, who spilt the ball down that end a couple of moments ago, was not going to be denied. The front rower powers his way to the line, and the Wigan Warriors are on the board. It is going to be a try, and Luke Thompson has his first for the Wigan Warriors. That was a good old-fashioned barge over from the big man.
I really like that, Mark. We commented, didn't we, about fundamental errors, basic errors, an incorrect play of the ball, and Luke Thompson handed possession over in great field position. And I like the response from him, as you quite rightly say, first try in new colours, gets given a break and a rest for his efforts. But the front rower, with the determination because he made that mistake, makes up for it and gets a well-deserved rest.
Great carry. Can Smith add the extras here? Should be a straightforward first effort for him. And there he goes. So it's back to 2 points. Wigan haven't had too much ball down that end, Sam, but they've come away with points.
No, they'll be really happy with that. You know, it took a little bit of that scoreboard pressure off them. You know, being 8 behind, 2 scores. So now they'll be happy going towards half-time, but they're close. And this is powerful handoff. Look at this. He's fended off Mike McMeekan, one of the biggest men on the field. You know, he's lucky. It's a bit greasy out there as well. It could have been ground on a drier day. But yeah, we're going to be really happy with that.
I talked about Cruz Leeming and when the game breaks up, how he's able to pick it up and have a look and probe with some of those runs as well. Played a crucial part in that try.
Good carry off the kickoff as well. Dupree it was. Leeming gets it away. The Warriors back up their first try with another good set here. And this it is who carries. McMeekan is all over him with Garcia. And now Leeming is going to kick low downfield. Not quite got the angle right. The chasers are coming here on Morg. Morg tries to go around French, but French gets his man. And the Dragons have got the ball back here. Really interesting period here. they've just been told to go back and play the ball from a different area, but a big 10 minutes coming in before half-time.
Absolutely, we'll see what Catalan Dragons' response is. There hasn't been too much in terms of pressure for the Catalan Dragons to cope with. They've had all the field position. We've constantly been looking to our right. They'll be disappointed in one of the few occasions that Wigan have been down there. They've come away with points.
Yeah, it's been a real arm wrestle for the first 30 minutes. You know, there'll be some tired bodies out there now, and it's going to see who can dig the deepest going up into half-time.
So I'd say we'll carry it forward over halfway. Last one coming in then for the Dragons. Here is Abdul, sends it high. Miskit comes forward to collect it. Had time to set himself underneath it. He will bring it forward, and once again the Dragons have given away a cheap penalty.
Yeah, discipline there. The very deliberate kicks from Jordan Abdul, end over end. Here's the contact. Just lifts up, just raises up. Abbas Miski, a short, stocky player, so you've got to get your sights correct. But I'm wondering at what point we're going to see one of those Jordan Abdul swinging, swirling kicks that's so difficult to deal with.
It looks like at the moment he's going with a safe, high percentage play of getting it in a corner and forcing this Wigan side to come out, because, you know, they've got some of the best backfield carriers in the league. His worry will be sticking up a spiral, lands in the middle of the field, and you've got to defend some of these backfield from Wigan.
What a carry that was from Mago. That gets the crowd involved. Havard is on as well. Second appearance of the season for him. The Warriors starting to get busy. Here's Kieran into the line. Slips off one tackle, but wrapped up over on the far side. Is this game about to swing the Warriors' way? Ball now in the centre field. They're looking to expand play here with Smith. Lovely pass to field. Here now is Wardle. Wardle is wrapped up. Good defence from the Dragons. They slid across nicely there. This is the last one. Leeming finds Smith. Coming back down the short side, dribbles the kick in. Marshall hoping for a bounce, didn't get one. And Yaha will come up with the ball on his own line.
Looks a lot better, doesn't it? Those two substitutions, Cruz Leeming and Patrick Mago, have just changed and tilted the balance of play, and it's got the crowd going too.
Wigan have upped the ante here defensively. Can they force an error from the Dragons, who carry now towards the 30-metre line? They'll play the ball now, and here is Morg trying to pinch a few metres. Last one though, they'll need a big boot here. Sate almost got in the way there. That forces Abdul to go high. Field will come forward and catches it on the full, and now a chance for Wigan to counter. Field getting to an edge, gets it away to Miski, and tackle one on halfway, or is it? Catalan respond with a great defensive effort.
Jay Field couldn't miss that opportunity when he saw Tariq Sims in front of him. You know, when you see a big man in front of you, you think, I'm going to get round him. I thought Tom Johnson did really well not to commit to Jay Field, and then all the Catalan players to get in that tackle, knowing the sideline so close.
Tom Johnson almost catches him with his chest because he wants to keep Abbas Miski upright in an attempt and hope that his teammates will come and get him over the edge.
We saw Wigan do that earlier in the game, and now it's Catalans who tackle a player into touch. There's nothing illegal about that. Seguier will take the carry, and the Dragons have just had to weather a bit of Wigan pressure there. Here they come now. McMeekin wrapped up. I mentioned this is a big spell in this game, and the Dragons going to fashion an opening for themselves. Sate on the end of a flat pass.
That's a nice way to put it.
Ball back on the inside. Good carry there. Really strong run from Sirinen. 15 away. Wigan's turn to defend. Here's Abdul. Gets it out the back here now. Nikarima. Oh, he was trying to get the arm free. McMeekin wasn't quite close enough for the gamble. Last one. McMeekin gets it away. Abdul again is going to float the kick. Here come the Dragons. Great catch on the line. Great catch, and it's going to be a 20-metre restart. Here come the Wigan Warriors. Quick tap for them.
Good urgency, isn't it? Good urgency for Wigan, under siege. Although there may be a knock on here.
Well, there's a maybe about it.
Yeah, the celebration from Catalan. That tells you everything, doesn't it? He catches the ball, secures possession, and great contact. We talked about his sights being off, Seguier. Well, they're absolutely spot on that occasion.
He might have run at Paul Seguier for another penalty then. He's learned from his last error, and Catalan wouldn't have been happy with the end of that set. You know, Jordan Abdul's kicked it, you know, half a metre too far, but luckily they've got it back for the Catalan Dragons.
Yeah, Farrell at the top of the tackle count.
3 Wigan players all getting into big numbers already. Shows you how hard they've worked in defence and how their attitude is vastly different than last week.
Yeah, both sides have responded well, but it's the Dragons who lead. Here goes Sirenen. Dupree brings him down. Da Costa waits, gets the ball away now. Abdul pass out the back. Nick Karim. Oh, too many hands. Too many hands. Romano. Not sure whether it was for him or not. He thought it was, and he couldn't bring it in.
No, that was a pass for Tom Johnson. I don't think the pass to Tom Johnson was the best option either. I think, you know, Wigan have defended that very well. Nick Karima maybe needs to back his speed. We saw in the set before when they were down at this end on the other side of the field. Nick Karima, he's so fast off the mark. The fact that he was getting round defenders probably should have been his preferred option on that left edge then.
Chance goes begging for the Dragons. Wigan survive. 2-point ball game. It was tight at Old Trafford in October. Now, though, another Catalan's penalty. It's not just the number of penalties, it's where they're giving the penalties away, isn't it?
And this is one of those that it's needless, isn't it? It's hands that they play the ball. You can see what they're trying to do. They're just trying to slow the play the ball down, but referees looking out for it all the time.
We're giving Wigan cheap meters. Are Wigan going to make them pay here? Smith gets it away. Mago, what an improved player he has become over the last 12 months, Patrick Mago, for Wigan. Leeming gets it away to Smith, finds Bevan French, goes through their hands here now, ball back on the inside. Good hands from Wigan, best we've seen from them. December's brought down 10 away. Ball coming back to centre field now, going through the hands again. Havard's going to take it forward. They're 5 away, Wigan. Are they about to strike the front for the first time tonight? Little dribble kick through! Now, did Mago get that down? He thinks he did. The Dragons thought they handled it. Patrick Mago, has he given the lead to Wigan? The referee on field says no. Let's check it out.
It's tackle 4, live decision of no try. We'll initially check the onside offside. So we can see the kick chase to the left is onside. If you can roll it now through to the pickup. Keep rolling it through. Nice and slow here, frame by frame. So he appears to get hands to the ball. Can we just play that again, please? Same angle. Nice and slow. Okay, his fingers are on the ball at that point. We just need to determine whether his fingers and hand stay on the ball throughout this process. So playing again and slow. So does his hand stay on the ball? Nice and slow, frame by frame. So his fingers. So we're looking for sufficient evidence to overturn the live decision. So we can go back to the first angle, please. So can we confirm that the hand and fingers stay on the ball throughout and it is grounded? So at that point, we do see fingers on the ball. If we go back a couple of frames here. Okay, at that point, just one more frame forward, please. At that point, there appears to be separation between the fingers and the ball. I've made my decision.
Well, it took a few looks, but Patrick Mago's delight is going to be short-lived here because that grounding wasn't quite as clean as Mago hoped. He's been outstanding this year, Patrick Mago, but I initially thought the Dragons player had grounded it, but he didn't ground it in the field of play, but Mago didn't quite have his the ball. Well, he didn't have the ball under control.
No, he didn't have full control of the ball. I think the fact that Jack Smith sent that up a no try probably had a bearing on that as well. So I think the Catalan Dragons have got away with one there. I thought Nicarima did really well to get himself in the picture. Really smart play from Cruz Lim in that. He recognised that Archer Morg, the Catalan fullback, was on their left-hand side of the field. He came the other side knowing there'd be no one behind the defensive line.
I changed my mind a couple of times during that. Thought it was, thought it wasn't, but credit the big man. Good effort from Patrick Mago, getting himself in the frame.
Big set this. 2 minutes remaining first half. 2 points the difference. And Wigan ramping up defensively.
You don't want to run into him. Run around him. Run away from him. Do anything but run into him.
He's a completely different player, isn't he, to the one we saw in his early career here at Wigan. Oh, there's the error. There's the error. Looping pass. Wigan will collect it. Now they're going to swing it across field into the line. Finds Wardle. Finds Marshall. Marshall down the sideline will take the tackle. Oh, but he could be going in a touch. Does well to stay in. So a full set and time to complete that set. The Wigan defence forces the error.
What about the sharpness from Wigan? Defence into attack and straight on the attack too.
Mago finds Smith, short pass Nasemba. He's wrapped up over on the far side by Romano. Big moments for Steve McNamara's side. Smith looking to get it to this left-hand side. They get it to Wardle. Wardle steps out of one, but Laguerre is all over him. Great one-on-one tackle there from the Dragons. Farrell to Smith. Here goes Havard now. He's going to be wrapped up. They're 10 away, Wigan. Couple of tackles remaining. Here goes Smith again. Short press to Farrell. Well wrapped up by the Dragons' defence. Last one. Massive moment in this game. Here goes Lehman again. Another little kick. That's got too much on it. And Catalans, having made the mistake, defended it well.
Yeah, they had to really dig in there. You know, 39 minutes into a game and you've got to defend on your own line against a very sharp attack at times from this Wigan side. So I'll be happy to get away with that, and it looks like they'll go in at half-time with a 2-point lead.
You can see, can't you, Wigan have really built this game. They've been, or tried to stick to the plan, tried to stick to the disciplined part of their game with the ball. But as it's opened up, the spontaneity is all coming from Cruz Lehman. And his Wigan teammates are reacting really well at the minute.
They are. Final tackle of what has been an enthralling first half. Really tough battle between two teams looking to go top of the Super League. Steve McNamara is happy with his side as they make their way down. Matty P will be slightly less happy, you would imagine. 2 tries from 2 front rowers, Bosquet and Thompson. Wigan 6, Catalans 8. General message, Sam Tompkins, is for the Dragons to stop conceding penalties in the Wigan end of the field. It sounds easy. Is it easy?
No, it's not easy when you've got a Wigan side like this running at you. But that's going to be the leg up that they're going to give Wigan, and Wigan are going to punish them if they keep on doing it. I think Catalan have got to replicate the first 20 minutes of the first half if they're going to go on to win this.
High kick is caught. Forward come the Dragons. There was a feeling that Wigan did grow into that first half as it wore on.
It was the bench, wasn't it, Mark? Massive impact from those bench players, and that will have been something that the Dragons would have talked about. Let's handle Mago, let's handle that heavy artillery, as John Wilkin described them.
Here come the Dragons looking to deliver some firepower of their own. The Costa's looking to work the short side here. They had numbers but not a lot of room, and Morg is wrapped up on the 5th tackle. So Abdul will get it. He's coming back down the short side here. They need to find an offload. They do. Ball on the ground is picked up by Sartai. He needs to find an offload. He does. It's a good one as well. They had numbers on that far side. They're coming again back to this short side. Here's Morg. Gets it away. Little kick downfield. Was that played up by Kieran? I'm not too sure it was. No. That will be the turnover.
No. Really asking some questions, aren't they, the Catalan Dragons? Short side kick. And the referee has said it wasn't played out, so it will be Wigan's ball. But just puts Wigan on the back foot, doesn't it? You can't assume that just because he's got a great kicking game, Jordan Abdul, that they're necessarily going to get to the back end of the set and put that kick in.
It seemed they'd made their mind up they were going to come the short side. They came that way 3 times, but they actually had numbers on the far side.
Yeah, I think after the first missed opportunity with a run play, they needed to get the ball in a half-back's hands to put more of a conservative kick into a corner. You don't want Wigan starting 25 metres off their own line.
They've worked their way up towards the 40. Cruz Leeming, who certainly had an impact coming off the bench, gets it away to Farrell. Farrell carries it, and he's wrapped up. Really intriguing second half here as they're looking to kick in behind. Now, Morg is back, gets the bounce, he will collect it. Looks to get past Leeming and does. Great footwork from Morg, and he gets up to the 30.
Yeah, a very elusive player, Archie Morg. Not a great kick from the Wigan side there. They won't be happy either, as Catalan weren't at the other end, to be conceding, you know, 25 metres from their own line at the start of the set.
Stay, Cruz, Tyler, stay! Cruz, you're offside, Cruz!
Here come the Dragons then. Looking to work their way back into it. Neither side created an awful lot in that first half. Might be a game of few chances, and it's all about taking them when they arrive. Seguier wrapped up. Da Costa finds Sarte. Gets a good offload away. Picked up on the bounce. Now they'll get it away to Abdul. Abdul turns the ball back inside. Here now goes Sims. Last one for the Dragons. They're going to go short again. No, they're not. Ball back for Morg. And Semba gets it. Great work from the forward. Really good.
Brilliant work from December. You can see there is an attitude from Catalan to find an offload if it's available, but Big Sarte causing all kinds of problems, but great work from the back row. Another young man making his way in the game, got a lot to contend with over on this right side in December. He's got to look after his half-back, he's got to do his work in attack and defence, but when called upon on that occasion, did an excellent job.
Outstanding defence from December there. I think Steve McNamara must have given the message to this Catalan side to run on the last. They've seen some sort of weakness because they've done it the first 2 times they've been down there. What they didn't account for was some outstanding defence from December.
There's a bit of room here for Wigan. Here goes Wardle. Wardle can't get the pass away. Good tackle. And the ball's come free, but it's been stolen.
He undid some really good work, Leguier. That's a good battle over on that side, that far side. Wardle and Leguier gives him the big handoff. Fuad Yaha around the ball. Yeah, just dome in front of the touch judge. He's never going to get away with that.
I think that was desperation. You know, they feel like they were getting cracked on that right edge there, conceded a lot of metres, and Fuad Yaha's done something there to try and change the momentum, and yeah, he's not got away with it at all that close to a touch judge.
It was that left-hand Wigan edge that ultimately decided the grand final. Is it going to be the edge that decides this match? Leeming waits. 20 away. Slow play of the ball. Gets it to Smith. Chip over the top. They're all chasing it. If they get a bounce, they're in! Harry Smith collects his own chip and scores. And Wigan are in front. Bit of individual brilliance from Smith. Second of the season for him. And Wigan are in front.
It was some late movement from Archie Morg, jumping in the line at a defender and having to come off. You know, he'd prefer really to stay on the short side. He very last minute moved Alex Da Costa to the short side defence, meaning that he had to fill in that space in the middle of the field. Harry Smith spotted that. Perfect kick. You know, this isn't an easy skill at full speed to kick the ball with just enough bounce to get the ball and get it over the line.
He's too far really away from his own line to position himself in the line. He has no option other than to go up. All the time he's thinking, I've got to get back into position. Wonderful recognition from Harry Smith. And what a finish. What a finish.
Great pickup. Tyler Dupree was waiting as well, but Smith is the one that grounds it. His second try of the season. And 100th Super League appearance for the Warriors as well. So, a simple kick to come. What's been said under the post then with the Dragons right now?
I think it's get back to basics, and you've got to play the game at the other end of the field. You know, if Catalan spend too much time in their own half, this Wigan side's going to punish them. You know, with people like Harry Smith spotting people out of position, they're going to struggle if they spend too much time near their own line.
Should be a straightforward kick. Full Smith. And the Dragons were 8 points to the good, but Luke Thompson trying the first half, and then that wonderful effort from Harry Smith. And it's Wigan who are in front here. Taking his time, so he should. Could be a kick that wins or decides this game tonight. 12 points to 8.
It's decisive from Harry Smith. He knows what he wants to do. Left foot, chip and chase. Oh, let's credit the big man as well, Tyler Dupree. He's in the vicinity as well. If the number 7 misses it, then the big man, he'll have a goal. Perfect start to the second half for the home side. Looking to maintain that incredible record at home. You have to go back to May 2023 to see a loss for the Warriors at home.
Well, I think Tommy Luluai has clearly come up with a plan or a play, or he's seen something there, because Matty Pete and Tommy Luluai's got a big smile on his face, so they've spotted something there.
That's 1-7 and a crafty 7 at that. Tommy Luluai, one of the very, very best. He's probably had a word with him at half-time. Have a look at the space. When he's in the line, Artia Morg, see what's available for you.
Well, they haven't got the message, Sam. Another yardage penalty from the Dragons.
It's the same as the first half. You know, giving this Wigan side piggybacks up the field is not going to end well. You know, they need to be much, much better down at the Wigan end of the field. You know, double the amount of penalties now. You know, 6-3. You know, you can't concede that many against this side.
Wigan already over halfway as they look to go back-to-back here. Farrell with the carry. Catalans keep letting Wigan out. Ball to Smith. Gets it away now. Dupree will carry. He's wrapped up by Da Costa. Leeming finds Mago. Mago challenges behind the ruck area. He's wrapped up. And now the ball will work its way across to Smith. Short pass to Farrell. Trying to power his way through, pumping the legs. Slow play of the ball. They're told to get on with it, Wigan. I think they were looking for a penalty. Referee says no, get on with it. Jack Smith, this is the last tackle. Leeming to Smith. Smith goes out the back to field. Ball over the top, they're queuing up. And they're over. It's the former Dragon, Adam Kieran, who scores against his former club. Beautiful ball over the top, and Wigan do go back-to-back. They lead by 16 points to 8.
What about the pass? Perfect, right into the path of the former Catalan Dragons player, who will be delighted to get on the score sheet. Perfect weight and a trust from Jayfield. He knows that Kieran's going to be there. He has to trust in his skill and his delivery of this pass. He's almost not looking where he's passing that ball. He's looking at the defenders, knows that they're tight, puts it over the edge of all the heads. And that's just glorious, isn't it, Sam?
He's absolutely not looking. He's not looking. That's a blind pass. That's an amazing skill. And that pass has exactly on the money. You know, that goes too high, too low. It goes into a Catalan hand. He's perfect. That's the only pass that could have broken that Catalan side. He managed to pull out the bag there.
Yeah, and they were queuing up, weren't they, on that right-hand side. Good signing Adam Kieran has been. And you could tell the boss was pleased, Matty Pete, when that try went over. And Smith now, having just landed a couple in front of the posts, has got a chance from the sideline.
It's just great reactions, isn't it? He sees the defenders up, he sees the space on the outside. And to back his skill, we've seen two very skillful tries, two different tries. One from Harry Smith, which was a chip and chase, and then that was just delightful, wasn't it, from Jayfield.
Two bits of brilliance for Wigan. First to Smith, chip and chase, then the Jayfield pass. Kieran with the finish. Eight points to lead. Can Smith make it 10? What a start to the second half it's been for Wigan. Kick is very, very good. Perfect perfect start to the second half. Adam Kieran applauds the kick. Smith nails it. Big lead.
Yeah, a really big lead coming from two bits of brilliance. You know, this pass, you know, we can't play this down. He's had to beat a defender. And the general consensus would be if one in, all in. When they've gone to try and jam Jayfield, he knows there will be space somewhere, and he managed to find it with a perfect pass.
And it is perfect, because as Sam said, a yard either way, and that try's not scored, is it?
Well, Romano comes out to try and snuff the play, to try and shut it down. So there's an awareness and a recognition from Jayfield that there will be some space somewhere. And the worrying thing for the Catalan Dragons at this point last week, 50-55 minutes, that's where the game went away from them, and Lee Leopard really put the foot down.
Well, the first objective of the Dragons here is to get to the end of this set without conceding a penalty. Too many have been conceded in the Wigan end of the field. Semba is hammered into the floor. The player, there's a scruffy play of the ball. Yeah, it is an error. It looked unclean.
I think Catalan Dragons have realised they need a momentum swing here, and that's why Julian Busquets has re-entered the field directly after that try. He's someone that in the middle of the field can really whack a defender, really whack an attacker, and he's done that. He's forced an error. He's going to be a big boost for the Catalan Dragons.
Yeah, Busquets is on.
That ball stuck to his hand.
I was going to say that. We've seen that a few times, haven't we, this
Players
season?
use the blue spray, and it does make the hand stick to the ball. And you can see as he puts it down, it's still attached to it.
It's funny, forwards absolutely love that spray because it means they knock on less. Backs hate it because when you go to pass the ball, there might be sticky spray on one side of it, and you look like you can't pass the ball. I've been there many a time blaming the sticky spray.
It worked for a lot of forwards, but unfortunately it never worked for Terry O'Connor. He still dropped the ball.
Set restart. Here comes Sims. Ball now 25 away. Short pass. Dragons end with a chance here to reduce the deficit. The Costa waits. We've seen Morg swinging from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. Here now is Sirinen. Here's Abdul. There is Morg. Gets it away to Johnston. Cuts in off the wing. Throws himself into the defensive line, but he's repelled about 8 metres away. Abdul in at dummy half. He will get the ball away. Busquets fancies a run. Flicks away. Did that hit a Wigan hand? It did. It's a set restart. Abdul will get it. And he's tackled. So a little bit of fortune there for the Dragons. Can they make it count here? Da Costa gets it away now. Sims will carry it. Nasemba. He's turned away. Good defence from Wigan. 9 out. The Dragons looking to hit back. Ball working across to Nicarima. He gets the ball away. Out of a tackle is McMeekan. Gets a pass away. Wigan busted. Have they got it down? I think he's been held up over the line here. The referee's going to want to check this. Desperate Wigan defence. And Wigan might just have helped them out.
It's tackle 1, live decision of no try. We're checking the grounding. Let's keep rolling it through. So on tackle 1, so Nicarima's in possession at this point. Okay, still in possession. Keep rolling through nice and slow. So the ball is up at this point. Keep rolling it through. The ball is still up. Keep rolling it through. The ball remains up and the tackle is complete. I've made my decision.
One quick look was all it took there. Great defence at the back. Jayfield with a wonderful tackle there.
Yeah, he had to be right on the spot there. You know, if Jayfield's not there, and Wardle, you know, Nicarima scores a try there, much needed for Catalan. Now, what they've got to do, they can't let that breaking play upset the rhythm of their attack. They've got to finish this set really well here.
Well, they get it 10 metres away. Nicarima denied. Ball now works its way back centre field. Busquets will carry. Tries to duck underneath. O'Neill makes the tackle. Back into the fray. Da Costa to Abdul. They go racing out there. They're going through the hands. Here now is McMeekan. Is he going into touch? He is.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. From the moment he got that ball, there was a stutter and a judder that just allowed the Wigan defenders. Good celebrations from the men in cherry and white. But they hold him up, don't they? Again, it's Wardle, there or thereabouts. It's Farrell. And a few more besides. Great work, great celebrations.
Wigan have got a great awareness of when they're near the sideline. It's a completely different tackle technique. Normally someone as big as Mike McMeekin, you're thinking just hit him as hard as you can and hope he goes down. In that situation there, they knew they had to hold the ball up, wait for some recruit to come in and get him over the sideline. That's some good defence.
That's two massive displays from Jake Wardle. His centre partner has got over for a try, and he's decided, if I can't get hold of the ball, I'm going to make a difference with this game without it.
Yeah, great effort. McMeekin knew he was doomed, didn't he? As he started to go towards the sideline there. So Wigan defend. Now can they attack Farrell? And runners outside him. Field was one of those as well, but a groan goes round the DW. They thought the chance was on. Here now it goes. They might have a chance on the other side. As Bevan French gets to an edge, he's going to kick in behind, but Morg is back. Got a awkward-looking bounce, then he steps away from one and he's racked up.
He did well just to get a hand to that as it came through. That was a horrible bouncing ball. I think Morg did really well to get a hand on it, control the ball a little bit and try and get the Dragons on the front foot.
25 out from their own line. Wigan have a 10-point lead, but now it's going to be Catalans who are going to get themselves a penalty.
Brad O'Neill gets up quick, doesn't he? He's an aggressive defender, known for his defence in the squad. He ducks down, and I think Fuad Yaha's body angle. Just a penalty, that.
Yeah. It's going to be a kick for touch then. And Abdul is eyeing up that sideline. So look how far back the Wigan players have retreated.
They've gone back 30, knowing it's probably going to go back a little bit more.
Interesting, you don't always see that, but
you wouldn't have blamed him if he'd have just tapped that ball and just took the metres with ball in hand.
Here they come then, they're 30 metres out here. 24 minutes remaining at the DW Stadium. Not been a happy hunting ground this for the Dragons. They did win here last year, but they've never registered back-to-back wins. Steve McNamara's side doing happy early on, less so with the latter part. Here is Abdul. Ikarima into the line. Kieran had raced out to reduce the speed and the space around him. Going short side again with Abdul. Miss out pass. Here could be a chance. Oh, he's passed it, and Johnson couldn't take it in. I've got to ask the question there, as Romano broke through the line, should he have kept hold of it?
I think his arms were already passing it and his brain told him not to. I think as it was leaving his hands, he realised he'd missed an opportunity there. He would have scored a try had he not got the pass away.
Oh, dear.
That looked forward to me from Jordan Abdul. I think that's... I'm pretty sure that's what the referees pulled up.
Maybe. They keep coming down this short side. They clearly feel there's something there, but
they keep trying to find a long pass. I think both sides are looking for a long pass against two defence-orientated teams. It's not always the long ball, it's the short ball. Two attackers against one defender. It doesn't matter where it is on the field. You don't always have to find the space on the outside.
I think because it's such a battle in the middle, they are seeing space on edges. You know, middles are pretty tight here. They've been battling for a long period in this game, so they're feeling when the space is there, they need to get to it. But yeah, I'd agree with you there, Baz. He probably should have gone short.
Here's Smith going to kick low. Across there is Morg, did well. He now scampers back in field. Good wall of cherry and white again. They'll push the Dragons man back. They'll start 30 metres off their own line. Dragons need something. Still plenty of time, over a quarter of the game remaining, but...
And this is where the leadership and the steering ability, the management of players like Jordan Abdul, just to calm everybody down. It's 10 points difference on the scoreboard, but there's, as you said, Mark, there's plenty of time. He's got to talk more, he's got to dictate more and take control and just try and get into the minds of his players. not to panic.
Segui's got a problem here. He's just come down as he tried to get up and play the ball. He's got an injury as Abdul kicks it downfield. It's going to be caught on the full by Jay Field. He will sprint off. There's a wall of defenders in front of him, but that might not be enough. He's beaten one, and then he'll go to ground 30 off the line, and Segui has been helped from the field here. That is a bitter blow for the Catalan Dragons. He knew straight away that he had a problem there, and the Dragons have got a problem. They're trying to make the change down below us, but they can't. They're a man down at the moment as Farrell will carry up the middle of the field. Well, that's a bad night for Segui as the ball's come out, and it's a knock on. The Dragons needed that.
Oh, they did desperately. No, it's Brad O'Neill going into contact, getting a hit on the ball and manages to spill it. I think Brad O'Neill will be disappointed with his impact after coming back on. Cruz Lehman came on and changed the game for the Wigan side. O'Neill's come on and give a penalty and an error. He'll be looking to make up for that.
Well,
Let's go, boys. Shot clock's running.
tired-looking bodies out there at the moment. Round 10 of the Super League.
Ball, Jordan. Ball's out.
Ball now works its way from the scrum. And again, aggressive Wigan defence.
They've been strong on the edges, haven't they? Those two centres defensively made good decisions. When they made the change and Segui went off, they've brought Romain Navarrete. Spent a couple of years as a Wigan player, Romain Navarrete, to bolster that pack up.
Here's Nicarima, finds Moore, gets it away on the far side.
That's what Catalan need to do if they're going to break this game down. They need to move this Wigan pack around the field laterally. They can't just break down the front door for 80 minutes. I think what they did there, going to the right edge, is something that they will get a little bit of joy from.
Here's Da Costa, gets it away. 30 out. Last one. Ball now with Da Costa, gets it away. Morg's going to hoist the kick high. Fields coming forward. December thought about catching it. Ball's batted back and it's collected and picked up here.
That's a better involvement from him, isn't it?
Much better, yeah.
He's in the right place at the right time.
I think that was helped by a very poor kick option from Archer Morg there. That should have been going in the right-hand corner.
It looked like Morg and Jordan Abdul had maybe had a word with themselves, and Benjamin Garcia on the sideline.
Yeah, we understand has failed a head injury assessment. So he is out, and that is a bitter blow.
That's a huge blow for the Catalan Dragons. He's the leader. He's someone that keeps this pack moving. You know, when times get tough and you need a player to inspire others to move around, Ben Garcia's the man now. With him being off the field, I think that responsibility falls on Julian Busquets, who's been good tonight. He's going to need a really big 20 minutes.
And then the bigger impact for Catalan Dragons, he'll miss that Leeds game next week.
He will. Here's Smith. Gets the kick away. Caught on the far side by Yaha. And he will bring the ball forward. Don't forget, plenty of action, including the NRL. Broncos Roosters tomorrow at 11 AM Sky Sports Arena, and then a triple header tomorrow night from the Super League, where you can see every game live only on Sky Sports. Busy day as well on Saturday. More NRL action as the Cowboys take on the Dolphins. There's a huge game, Hull KR against St Helens, 2:55. Will Saints still be top of the pile come Saturday? Good kick downfield, but Jay Field is there, more than alert to it. Looking to attack down the short side, and he is wrapped up. Been a pretty good display so far, second half from Wigan.
We're going to be happy with the way that they've approached this game. When the things haven't gone for them, they've reacted in a really positive way. Of course, they posted a couple of points. That's always a boost to the confidence, but they're prepared to roll the sleeves up. 6 again now. Good fight from Liam Marshall.
That was late in the tackle count as well. And here come Wigan. They might feel one more score here will do it as they go forward, looking to bounce back after that disappointment at Hull KR last week. Here now the ball comes across to French. Here's December, tries to bump off one. He's still going. He's still fighting them off. Can he fight? Well, I thought for a second he was going to get the ball away there. That was a great effort. Ball here, centre field. Now they're moving it to Smith. Ball over the top. They've found a bit of space. Wardle can't get through it. Great cover tackle. Had to be as well from Nicarima. Catalans are on the ropes here. A Wigan about to land a knockout blow. French takes on the middle, and he's wrapped up. He's not yet tackled. A cartwheel out of the tackle, and eventually Sirenen gets hold of him right in front of the post. They're going left again with Smith through the hand, short pass, and it's a momentous moment for Liam Farrell, his 150th career try, and it might just be the match winner tonight. The DW Stadium applauds one of their true greats here, Liam Farrell. Big moment for him, big moment for Wigan. They're going to bounce back with a win over the Dragons.
Yeah, great backup play from Liam Farrell. He's got real good instincts. He's always around the ball when needs. That's why for a back rower to score 150 tries, you know, it's a great stat for him. That was some slick attack from the Wigan side. They recognised space and found the ball they needed.
Harry Smith combining, when all those key players start to combine it, Jake Warden unselfishly passes that ball back inside, and you can see from the reaction of everybody, Liam Farrell under the microscope, a little bit of scrutiny on him and his game last week. Well, he's got his head down, he's worked hard, 30 tackles so far in this game. It's okay in numbers, and his numbers are up there, but obviously the quality of what he does. He gets 4 points for his side, but more than that, he responds and his side respond.
Matt Peake will be very, very pleased with what he's seen second half. He won't be less pleased. Steve McNamara's side, we're 8-0 up here, so 22 unanswered points, about to become 24. And of course, Wigan, if they win by 24 tonight, will go back to the summit of the Super League. So there's still a little bit of meat left on the bone here for Wigan. And we know from last year, points difference could be crucial this season. It was last year. Smith then to add the extras. He's 3 from 3. Make that 4 from 4. 24 points away. Sean Wayne looks on. He's seen a lot of those Liam Farrell tries under his coaching as well. What a servant he's been to Wigan.
He'll be proud of him, proud of his involvement and proud of his commitment to the club. When Wigan are at their best, all those points of attack, all those different players, Jay Field, Bevan French, Harry Smith, are all heavily involved. Bevan French took the defenders on, ended up doing a roly-poly, play the ball a couple of tackles before.
Short kick-off, regathered by the Dragons. Impressive, and here they go forward, the Dragons. Great run from Laguerre. Well, the Dragons needed something special, and they might just have produced it there. Now where do they go? Wigan have got to defend. Ball about to be played by Navarrete. They're going down that short side on the far side. Nowhere to go. Wigan had numbers there, and now a penalty.
Wigan offside at the plowed ball. Here's the kickoff. Jordan Abdul puts it high in a beautiful take from Laguerre, and once he gets hold of the ball, 25-30 metres, putting his side in good field position.
So often there we see players trying to bat it back. He only had eyes for the catch, and he came up with the ball. So here come the Dragons then. Score here, and it's not yet done. Ball now working its way across. Abdul goes short. Great shot goes in there. Really good tackle from Kieran. Really good. Now the ball works its way back. Here is Busquets. We've got the try. Seems an eternity ago for the Dragons. Can they get a second one here? They're going to work it now close to the line. Sirenen takes it in. Couple of metres out from the line. Oh, there was a hand on that from Wigan. This is going to be another set.
Big test of Wigan here.
Rouge is on. Gets it away. Abdul cuts back.
Playing at 9, Rouge.
He's a very good attacking player, a half-back by trade, potentially a full-back, maturing into the role at the moment. But Steve McNamara has obviously brought him on to play at 9 to spark this Catalan attack up.
Yeah, there is still time, especially if they can get one here. Not too many looks at the line. Oh, there's hands in there. Surely, no, it's a knock-on. disappointment for the Dragons.
Sorry, Caesar. Feel like I jinxed him there. Yeah, he'll be disappointed with that. That's not showing him in the greatest light. He's a very, very good attacking player, despite what is a pretty bad error there.
Not enough for that sticky spray, Baz.
No, do you know what? I don't know whether the timing of the two players that are trying to run and catch that ball. I think there's two forwards that maybe going across the face of one. That didn't help him.
Wigan with 12 minutes remaining. They've been good defensively. The shot comes in there. Well, he saw target and he was going to take advantage. Kieran, I'm not sure, was too happy about that. December's gone well again, hasn't he? He's certainly aggressive. He fights for every yard.
He is. He's a big, strong athlete, and December, every time I watch him, I'm impressed with every involvement he has. You know, he's still very young, learning the game, but I'm sure he's going to go on to be a star of this Super League.
He got player of the match against Castleford here a few weeks ago. Wigan, who've won their last 13 at the DW Stadium, look on the way to making it 14 as the kick downfield is gathered by Archie Morg. He will bring it back. But again, the Cherry and Whites have come, but he's taken high there. That will be a penalty. Kieran will apologise for that.
He's got good agility, hasn't he? His kick returns, when he takes defenders on, if you don't present a solid line, Kieran obviously desperately trying to get hold of him, ends up just about over the top of his collar. Let's see him take defenders on a little bit more. Going back to December, Kai Pearce-Paul, of course, left the club. He's doing wonderful things at Newcastle Knights, but that big tall back rower on the edge has always worked well for Wigan.
Absolutely. He's somebody that you don't need to create too much for. You can give him early ball and he'll cause some chaos on his own, and he's done that every game he's played for Wigan.
Here's Nikarima trying to slice his way through, showing that pace. He gets back up. Play not done yet. Here come the Dragons. Oh, that's a nice pass. Great tackle. There he is. December right on cue to save the Warriors. Here now is Rouge. Has a probe himself, but he's going to be wrapped up. A couple of metres away. The Dragons starting to get to the point where they need to score some points here. Wigan rushing off the line. Not a lot of shape there from the Dragons.
Stood still, Bousquet. Stood still.
Yeah. Ball's going again to Abdul. Abdul takes it to the line. Little flick pass here. Chance in the corner. Trying to power their way over Yaha. Can he get to the ground?
No.
No, he's in. He's out in goal. And that's going to be a 7-tackle, 20-metre restart. Better from the Dragons, but great defence from Wigan. And here, the chance was on. They forced the play, and it's going to be a knock-on. And Catalans will breathe again. They'll get the ball back. Great defence from Wigan.
Yeah, great defence. Even when you break Wigan and you get over the line, that's still not quite enough. You know, the presence of mind to take him over the dead ball line was genius there, but they won't be happy with this. You know, they're going to give Catalan another opportunity to attack the line, a full set from just 30 metres out.
How good has he been, Jake Wardle, in defence? He hasn't had a lot to do with the ball, and I do know he passed that ball inside to Liam Fowler. He hasn't had a lot of involvements with the ball, but in defence, he's been outstanding.
Been a great signing for Wigan, hasn't he? Absolutely fantastic bit of business for them. Here come the Dragons then. Morg is wrapped up. Warriors with more work to do defensively here. Sate has come on for the Dragons. Can he punch a hole in this Wigan defence? Ball now swings across to Abdul. Short pass.
Get to your line. Come on, mate.
Rouge waits, gets it away here to Abdul. Short pass. Trying to get McMeekin over the top of Smith, but Smith has got a little bit of help from his teammates there. Catalans. Little kick through the line. This is a good kick, but it's well dealt with. The ball wouldn't just bounce for Nikarima. And Wigan knock it dead. Great play at the back.
Yeah, great play. Building pressure. Jay Field there, exactly what a fullback needs to do. Track across and get the ball off the field. You know, Nikarima probably thought he was in for a try there, forgetting how quick Jay Field is.
almost. Well, it looks as it stands like being another defeat for the Dragons. Steve McNamara looks on. Got off to that great start at 8 points to 0, Sam. They were looking good, but ill discipline really been at the heart of everything. Well, a lot of what's gone wrong for them tonight.
Yeah, it has. It has. They've given the Wigan Warriors an easy way to get from their own end of the field back into the Catalan end. You know, there's been some tough battles, as we're seeing here. You know, Romain Navarrete, someone that will never take a backward step, regardless of the scoreline, and that's what they're going to need, because if they're going to go anywhere in this game, they've got to score very, very quickly.
And they do. Time is ticking away here for the Dragons. Short pass taken in by Sims. It's been a hard-fought victory for Wigan. And here now is Nikarima. Nice ball back on the angle. Again, McMeekin is wrapped up by O'Neill and Farrell. 12 out. Play on, says the referee here. Ball over the top. Nassemba, what an interception that is.
Fantastic work, wasn't he? Put himself in the defensive line. Big enough, tall enough and clever enough to get hold of the ball. And I think the lads at half-time were talking about the lack of fluidity from both teams. But if you look at the way that Wigan have defended, sometimes you can defend your way to a victory. Of course, you've got to score those points. But Nassemba, there's been some terrific players and some terrific performances. But Nassemba's right up in contention for the player of the match for me.
It's gone well. What have you made, Sam, of the attack tonight? Has it been good Wigan defence or a little bit of indifferent Dragons attack?
You'd have to credit the Wigan defence. They move very, very well. You know, very rarely do they get the numbers wrong on either side of the field. I think they've defended Catalan well. I think Catalan's attack has actually improved significantly from last week. And I think the change of halfbacks has proven to be a good choice for Steve McNamara, but they've come up against a solid defence here from Wigan, and they don't look like letting up. The line speed still now, after 74.5 minutes, is equal to what it was after 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, the champions doing what they need to do here. The Dragons in front early on. The win would have taken them back to the top. They're still right in the mix, the Dragons, and there's an awful long way to go, but the run here is not a good one.
Now, if you want an example of how the attitude of Wigan is different this week to last, Bevan French, who's only a slight figure, picks big Romain Navarrete up and dunks him on his backside. Great work.
The two centres, Kieran and Wardle, defensively have been outstanding tonight. Here is Abdul, puts the kick up high. Field should collect this, does collect it. Got nowhere to go, just needs to go to the ground, and he does. And Wigan are almost there. Not quite enough points at the moment to send them back to the top, but they'll join St Helens and the Dragons on 14 points and are more than in the mix. 10 rounds in. Been very good, haven't they, second half, Wigan?
Very good, very methodical. You know, they've challenged Catalan to come off their own end, and they're coming out on top here. There's some tired bodies on this field now. You know, just looking at the middle pack of both sides, you know, there's not too many people putting their hand up to carry because they're investing so much of their energy in the defence.
Here is O'Neill with a kick downfield. Tom Johnston will track back, collect it, and will look to bring it forward here. And he gets over the 30.
He's faced by a solid line as well. Still invested in those small aspects of the game. Give a penalty where they play the ball. Liam Burns stays in there too long. But what they've done is they've turned up in the second half, tidied up what they wanted to tidy up, done what they've needed to do to get that victory. Let's not forget, only 6 points to 8 in favour of the Catalan Dragons at half-time. The Dragons haven't scored so far. And obviously, the Warriors side have posted points. A beautiful kick and chase from Harry Smith, and then that beautiful ball by Jay Field, the highlight for me.
Yeah, two bits of real quality. And then that lovely moment for Liam Farrell, his 150th career try. And put the game Beyond the Dragons. Ooh, now there's a bit of a clash there, a bump, but ball is offloaded. Romano will carry it. He's tackled. Grima just stretching his legs as the ball carried forward. It's 10 metres away. Is there a consolation for the Catalan Dragons? Ball coming back now to Nick Garima. He thought about going back. Now he's going to put the kick across the field. McMeekan will bat it back. Picked up by Yaha. He skips out of one tackle. Well, it's off the cuff stuff from the Dragons. And they still can't break down this Warriors defence. Ball now to Abdul. Little kick through. Will they get a bounce this time? Oh, no, they don't. And that might just sum it up. They did find the gap, but the bounce evaded them.
Second time they defaulted to a kick. They can't find a way through this line.
Well, there's a kick down the other end, and it could be a race away here. Field collects, but he's caught by Rouge, but they're bust open here. He's surely going to be a walk in here. It is eventually going to be a try. Abasmiski dives over the ceiling. A breakaway try from the Wigan Warriors. And Abasmiski will send home the Wigan Warriors faithful in good spirits. Another try for Wigan, his 6th of the season, 28 points to 8.
Betfred puts this kick in. Creativity from the number 6. Asking and challenging. Sheffield chases hard as you can, secure possession. He does everything right. We saw something similar that was scratched up in the World Club Challenge, thinking it was from a scrum. But Abasmiski, with a couple of defenders to beat, gets a just reward right under the black dot.
Yeah, an outstanding effort from Cesar Rougier to chase that kick. Wasn't quite enough. If I was him, I'd have held on to Jayfield till 80 minutes there, got sin-binned and had enough with it. But yeah, this is what the Wigan side are good at. You know, they're littered with stars that can recognise opportunity and execute him, you know, even this late on in a game.
Great effort. Pete looks on. We'll have had food for thought at half-time, but he looks quite relaxed now. We'll hear from him after the game as well here. He can afford a smile. Said it's going to be tight at the top. One solitary point keeping Wigan off the top of the table on the points difference. That's how close it is. Steve McNamara, what will he have made of this second half and this 80 minutes as a whole?
I think on a whole he's got an improvement from his players from last week. He'll know the team, you know, isn't where they need to be if they're going to go on and win a grand final this year, but they've certainly improved today. They've come up against a very good Wigan side, but this has been a battle. There's going to be some sore bodies tomorrow from both of these sides, so I think he'll be happy with the effort, but you know, some little bits of skill and a little bit of discipline as well has really not helped.
It hasn't. Mulati is making his way down. He smiles all round. Abasmiski with a try that finished it off in style. The Dragons led at half-time, courtesy of that Julian Bosquet try, but Catalan Thompson's. The tries in the second half for Smith, Kieran, Farrell and Miski means that it is the Wigan Warriors who ran out comprehensive victors here. They beat the Catalan Dragons by 30 points to 8.
Mark, Barry, Sam, thank you very much. The Dragons with that 2-point half-time lead. A totally dominated second half from Matt Pete's Wigan Warriors. Catalan Dragons had little in response to their onslaught. Couple of chances maybe Steve McNamara might point to, but Wigan very, very good in response to last week, certainly in the second half. John Wilkin.
Yeah, by the end of that first half, you felt that Wigan were just gathering momentum and finding some rhythm. Well, that rhythm really clicked into place in the second half. A much different team, the Warriors, in that second half, and produced some of the rugby that we've expected from them over the last 2-3 years. Matt Pete will be really delighted with their execution there.
So not the greatest start to the game for the Wigan Warriors, but as John said and the guys said in commentary, they went through the gears gradually in that first half, break at half-time, and dominated the second half.
Yeah, that's right, Brian, through the gears, finished with a crescendo at the back end of it. They're skillful, talented and entertaining as we like to come and see from
the Wigan Warriors. You know, it was physical, it was tactile that first half. We wanted a response, and it came through aggression and meeting fire with fire, but it came about the smarts in the second half. They looked up, they saw opportunities, they executed exceptionally well and just put Catalan to the sword.
They put 30 points on a side that was hoping to go top of the table. They kept a side that was hoping to go top of the table to just a solitary try. A revamped halfback partnership for Steve McNamara weren't good enough to breach this defence more than once.
Yeah, and my question